All right, here we go. Second attempt at this. I tried to record and then I realized that I have not been listening to podcasts for about 2 weeks now. Bad Tom, no donut. So anyway, we're going to try this again, and got the door closed behind me because I do not want Joe Satriani's lawyers suing me, but I don't feel like shutting down Pandora and turning it back on. I thought I'd address a question that Stacy Robinson posted in the Launch Party site on Facebook. And Stacy has the question: is Children of Amargosa paralleling modern events? And other than Lucius Cray, I think Lucius Cray, because he's such a fearmonger, probably has a kindred soul in Donald Trump. That I would say yes for that. But I think there's just the general unease with the establishment. Like the people in Amargosa are decidedly, these are like a lot of people who live, I'm thinking like people who live on Cincinnati's west side in Butler County, which is where my girlfriend lives, and out in Indiana, where they just like, I don't trust the government. It's a lot of them voice this. The shorthand is blame Obama for everything, which is, kind of stupid, but at the same time, you got to understand it that that's the face of the establishment. It's also the face of the other. And for those on the left, it was George W. Bush for a long time. But yeah, this last 15 years or so, because the dot-com boom ended, and then we had a war, which never really ended. We had Hurricane Katrina. We had really expensive oil. We had a recovery that basically is benefiting the banks and not anybody else. Things like that. It's a weird time, and obviously none of this is going to get fixed overnight. So the people on Amargosa are like, their parent world is Mars. Well, I kind of took the James S.A. Corey approach that Mars is one of the big overlord worlds like Earth. Everything is for Earth, everything is for Mars, and everybody else can just go hang. And because what I call the core worlds in the compact universe can have their own colonies while still being a part of the quote unquote, we'll call it the Federation for lack of a better term, but that's what the compact is. They can have their own colonies, then Earth, or not Earth, but Amargosans don't trust Mars because it's this big, distant central government that doesn't really give them a lot of rights. And that's, so I think there's a lot of that going on today. I mean, there was a distrust of the establishment in the late 60s, but at the same time, it was really obvious. It was across the board. And there was also kind of a little underlying sense of optimism we don't have anymore. And I think we've lost that. We need to get back to it. We're not going to solve any of our problems until we do. And it doesn't matter where you fall politically or spiritually or anything else like that. We need to start saying, we need to quit pointing fingers at other people saying we can't, that person's, it's their fault, it's their fault, it's their fault. That's how you get a Donald Trump, is you get fear of everybody else. Anybody who doesn't look like me is the problem. Well, if you have to say that, go look in the mirror, because that's where the problem is. Whereas you get a handful of individuals, like say maybe Elon Musk, are like, no, we're going to do this because we can do it. It can be done. We're going to do it. And I'm going to burn through as much cash as I can to prove it. And he's being proven right. I mean, you have viable electric cars that can go 300 miles. The guy is putting rockets into space and can theoretically put together a mission to Mars with off-the-shelf technology. And found a way to make solar panels. I own a piece of rental property that I want to move back to in a few years, and I am seriously considering calling Solar City and going, Yeah, throw some panels up on the roof because in 10 years they take them back and you just get the latest and greatest. And it costs about the same as your electric bill. So I would love to be able to just kind of look at Duke Energy and go, oh, excuse me, I flipped the bird outside of camera range. So there we go. Yeah, can I do that on YouTube? I can do that on YouTube. It's my YouTube channel. I can do anything I want. Anyway, so we'll check in a little bit later, and I'll announce who. We'll have another giveaway in about 45 minutes. I'll announce who got the print copies here for the first giveaway, and I will talk to you soon.